I was raised Episcopalian Christian, but I turned 18 and I was like, this is not it for me. And so I felt really, really lost. And I was just looking for something, you know, to hold on to, basically. And I was on TikTok one day and I ended up on Witch Talk, and they were doing all the crystals and the stuff. And I was like, all right, well, let's check it out. And I found this cute little mom and pop Wicca shop in a town nearby in Derby, nearby to me at least. And I went in and I'm just like, so, you know, like, let's give this a shot, because nothing else I've tried has worked to help me feel better. And she pointed me towards a couple of things, you know, like the basics, you know, rose quartz and sodalite and labradorite and all that jazz. And you know, there's a possibility, of course, like with anything, that it could just be placebo effect, that I was like, oh, I got this neat little rock and now I feel better. But also, ever since I've started getting them and like using them and stuff, I've started feeling like things have started like really looking up, and it could just be the power of positive thinking, but I don't know. I feel like there actually is something to it. It was a couple. The first three I think were amethyst, rose quartz, and labradorite, because I had seen those on TikTok, specifically the one that first got me into it, where it's just like, if you need healing crystals, these are the ones you should go for, and everything. And then I went in, and Laura, the owner of the shop, she actually confirmed all that. She was like, yeah, that's, if you're looking to like get over a heartbreak or anything, like you might want to try these. And so I got them, and then slowly but surely I kept going back and back and back, and now I have a bunch. Well, for these ones specifically, like I said, you know, before we started this, these are the ones that I keep in my car. So generally, if I'm feeling like anxious or something, or I know that there's something that I want to put like energy towards happening, or just energy towards in general, like I'll just kind of grab one at random, whichever one is calling me, because I keep them in the glove compartment. And then I just kind of like hold on to it and maybe rub it a little bit, or just like really grip it in my hand and just try to focus in on it. I've noticed that when I'm having like driving anxieties, generally the citrine is the one that I pick up the most, and I just kind of grab it, and it's nice and smooth, so it's nice for, you know, the stress relief of that, which, you know, and I can just kind of feel like all the negative energy just kind of melting out of my body, which is great, because when you're driving you don't want to be anxious.
Okay.
But when I'm just like sitting at home trying to manifest or relax or whatever, I'll take out whatever crystals I need for that, and sometimes I'll set them up in like a little pattern, different every time, just whatever I feel like doing at that moment. And I'll either light an incense stick or just a regular tea light candle, and I've got this rose quartz candle holder that my aunt gave me that I'll put the tea light in and everything, and I'll just kind of sit there and I'll focus on stuff, or I have a list of positive energy manifestations that I do, just like general things, you know, like I don't chase kind of a thing, and I'll read those usually until the incense stick burns out. Well, I did briefly consider like the typical witchcraft, like the spells and communing with different deities and entities and stuff like that, but I didn't want to disrespect anybody that's a practicing witch and everything, and by doing it wrong, or, you know, and if there is like actual substance to any of this stuff, because I'm of the mindset where I'm just like, it would be cool if there was, but I'm not 100% sold, but I'm also not willing to take the risk. I'm just like, I don't want to like accidentally do something that's going to end up hurting me or hurting somebody else and everything. And again, a lot of the stuff that you see actual practicing witches do with Wicca and stuff, a lot of it's closed practice, and I'm just like, I don't want to step on anyone's toes, I don't want to disrespect anybody, but the crystals are an open practice, they're good for anyone to use. You're going to be hard pressed to accidentally summon some kind of bad entity by manifesting with a crystal, so I figured it was the safest bet, and also just the easiest access. I definitely feel like I see a lot more people, not in my own personal life, but just like in general, in the broader sense of the world and the internet, obviously, using like crystals and tarot and stuff like that. And it's definitely become more widely accepted, even for people that don't use it. you know, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, there's a tarot reader at the festival, let's go see it or whatever, or, you know, like maybe this crystal actually has something, so I'm gonna wear this hematite ring and stuff like that. And I feel like it's definitely more accepted. We're obviously not burning witches at the stake anymore, which is a vast improvement. But I feel like it's a pretty good thing, you know, as long as people are being respectful of the origins of what they're doing and respectful to people who are using it as, you know, in lieu of like Christianity or anything else like that, because in some ways it is its own kind of religion. I mean, it's more spiritual than it is religious, but it does fill that void in some people's lives that other people would pick up a Bible or a Quran for. And but yeah, like I said, I feel like it's definitely, I don't think anything bad can come of it as long as everyone stays safe and respectful of it. And just like anything else, you know, don't push it onto anyone who's not receptive of it, and don't ridicule anyone who full-heartedly believes in it. This clear quartz.
I knew you were gonna do that.
This is another one that I feel absorbs a lot of my energy when I need it to, except this one isn't more of the anxious. This is more of like if I'm feeling like super duper excited and I know that I need to get that energy out because I need to give a presentation or go into an interview or something like that. Because I have ADHD, and sometimes that manifests itself in insane hyperactivity and in manic episodes. And so this one I find to be very grounding.